the youth delegate from Vietnam. It is a great pleasure and honor for me to be here to speak with my fellow delegates from members of APEC countries. I would love to thank Voices of the Future for organizing this wonderful program so that we could come together to discuss the issues that matter for us in the years ahead. I hope that all of us could take this unique opportunity to learn and inspire each other. So, we have witnessed so much history happening this year that makes it difficult to grasp what the future holds for us. Today, I would love to embark on the idea that holds us all together: quality growth and human development. APEC's primary goals is to support sustainable economic growth and prosperity in the Asia-Pacific region, mainly by accelerating integration through international trade. We believe that the key role of APEC is making change at the margins. This means that APEC strongly facilitates global norms and promotes international standards that could act as a basis for member countries to promote their own economy. APEC's role is similar to an incubator for trade liberalization due to its non-binding, consensus-based approach. In a way, APEC acts as an open economic forum where ideas are shared and flow across countries. As an APEC member, Vietnam has been one of the fastest growing economies and is predicted to be one of the next 11 emerging markets, together with Indonesia, Philippines, and Mexico, to name a few. According to World Bank, the poverty count fell from 58% in the early 1990s to around 10% in 2010. During the same time, Vietnam rose from low middle income status to become a middle income country. Those achievements were no doubt the results of both industrial policies and investment in education from the government. But most significantly, the openness to trade policies since 1986. Our story of success has not always been smooth and easy. There have also been bumps and bruises on the road as well. However, through our experience, we believe that international trade, open markets, and policy innovation are solutions to uplift the economy as a whole. However, a major challenge we seem to have today, and I believe that many of APEC economies share the same experience with, is a slowing growth rate. This directly hurts the prospect of quality growth and has further implications for human development. This problem is due to the interplay of multiple factors that vary across borders. These problems, in particular, Vietnam is incurring problems with mismatch in labor market, caused by the lack of professional training in college education systems. Its heavy reliance on low-cost labor also poses a challenge to the modernization and urbanization process of the nation's development agenda. At the same time, insufficient supply of infrastructure prevents business to thrive and inhibits growth to spread evenly across the regions. These are the conditions that could get Vietnam stuck in the middle-income trap. Another challenge that is certainly shared by every country in the world today is the detrimental effect of climate change. According to World Bank, as a coastal country, Vietnam is among the top 5 countries in the world most vulnerable to climate change and natural disasters. Poor people depending on natural resources for survival are particularly affected by the environmental problems. Also, insufficient investment in sustainable infrastructure such as water supply, sanitation, and transportation can make this problem worse. The last key challenge I would like to mention is the impact of income equality, since its rise has negative impacts on health and happiness outcomes. In Vietnam, ethnic minorities are underinvested in and have little access to resources. By 2010, ethnic minorities accounted for 65% of the poorest 10%. Thus, systematic changes in education and social protection, as well as upgrades in basic public service delivery and access are vital to improve equal livelihood opportunities. Since young people in Vietnam are the biggest share of the labor population, they play a huge role in economic development of Vietnam, in particular in Asia-Pacific as a whole. Since the young population has enormous potential to foster economic growth, investment on education and professional skill training on these demographics will have a huge impact on the outcomes of the economy. Hence, human development should be a focus towards a quality growth. Moreover, the youth community of Vietnam is dynamic and passionate. We commit ourselves to developing a competitive market where everyone could be a part of. Entrepreneurial spirit has gradually gained remarkable popularity among young business leaders in Vietnam. This movement creates a strong environment for MSME to thrive and succeed. They have created tremendous numbers of jobs and improved social mobility for both urban and rural labors. I would love to conclude that the vision of APEC is to seek ways to promote economic integration in the Asia-Pacific region and empower the international youth community to play a leading role in the development progress. APEC and its member states believe in globalization as a means towards long-term regional prosperity and human development. As a youth delegate from Vietnam, a success story of international trade and economic cooperation, I am firmly convinced that we can all achieve a peaceful, prosperous, and inclusive Asia-Pacific region together. Thank you.